US President Donald Trump's renewed push for Greenland is no longer just a territorial obsession. It's fast turning into a geopolitical earthquake, and Russia may be watching with a smile. For decades, NATO has stood on one unbreakable promise: one for all for one. But Trump's standoff with Europe over Greenland is testing that foundation like never before. Trump has openly said there is no going back on Greenland. He has ruled out the use of force and stepped back from threatening tariffs on European allies, but questioned whether NATO would really defend the United States if push came to shove.
We never asked for anything, and we never got anything. We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force, where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made, because people thought I would use force. I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. I won't use force. All the United States is asking for is a place called Greenland, where we already had it, as a trustee, but respectfully returned it back to Denmark not long ago after we defeated the Germans, the Japanese, the Italians, and others in World War II. We gave it back to them.
That rhetoric has rattled Europe. Denmark has drawn a firm red line on sovereignty. France has warned against bending to the law of the strongest. The European Union is even considering retaliatory tariffs, including its so-called trade bazooka. And while Western leaders scramble for damage control in Davos, Moscow is barely hiding its delight. Russia's foreign minister says NATO is in deep crisis. The Kremlin praises Trump's Greenland gambit as historic. Pro-Kremlin voices openly speculate that this rift could weaken or even dismantle the alliance altogether. Why does this matter? Because a divided NATO is Russia's long-standing strategic dream. Military experts warn that even a small crack in alliance unity could invite provocation, especially in vulnerable regions like the Baltic states. If Article 5 fails once, NATO's core idea collapses. Greenland, once seen as a frozen outpost, has suddenly become ground zero in a new great power rivalry over security, minerals, and influence in the Arctic. For Trump, it's about leverage and dominance. For Europe, it's about sovereignty and survival. And for Russia, it's a rare opportunity to watch the Western alliance fracture from within. The question now is simple. Is this just another Trump pressure tactic, or the beginning of a shift that could reshape the global order itself? Because if NATO cracks, the consequences won't stay frozen in the Arctic. With Shorik Shah, Bureau Report, India Today Global.